Well, before I bring you business news, let's bring you an update at our borders. This morning, officials of the Ghana Immigration Service are on high alert across the country's borders. Its top hierarchy has been alarmed at the possibility of some 1,800 convicts who broke jail in Nigeria crossing into Ghana to escape recapture. The Comptroller General has directed all regional commanders to be on the lookout for the convicts. Nigerian officials have launched a massive international manhunt for the convicts who escaped from the Owerri Custodial Center in early April. Now, let's get more on this from a journalist in Nigeria, currently in that town, Owerri. Solomon Onu, thank you so much for joining the program. Let's start off from the very basic. What have investigators been able to gather about what led to the prison break?
Okay, good morning, and thank you for having me. It's not really clear what what we do here is that unknown gunmen were said to be the ones that orchestrated the attack. But what really boggles our mind is that this correctional facility that's new to the new baptismal name, the new moniker of our prison service in Nigeria, is located very close proximity to the seat of power. That's the government house of Imo State, Owerri. Imo State is home to the great legendary footballer Kanu Angwa, who was raised right here in Owerri. Is also home to Kelechi Iheanacho, the Leicester City striker. That is to put it into perspective. We also have a couple of guys who are also from the state that has its capital in Owerri, the likes of Emmanuel Ebenike, the top scorer of the African Cup of Nations in 2013 in South Africa. So moving on, we were really appalled that such an attack could be pulled up without stiff resistance from the security paraphernalia. Taking cognizance the proximity of the correctional center or the prison service to the government house, and of course the central police station. And very close to the police station is an office of the secret police, that is the DSS. They used to be called Secret Service. They now call them the DSS, Department of State Security, the DSS. They also have a branch very close to the central police station. So now the central police station is home to so many security tactical units like the anti-kidnapping, anti-cultism, and anti-one of the. So you've got a couple of tact units in the central police station. You also have a branch of the secret police, and then the correctional service gets hit. Later on, there were reports in the Nigerian press that it seemed that 72 hours before the attack happened, that members of the secret service really handed out an information to the other security paraphernalia that something was about to happen, that this was an accident waiting to happen, but maybe some people didn't take it seriously. They didn't come that it was a town that was renowned for enjoyment. In fact, the largest number of hotels maybe in southern Nigeria. Apart from Lagos, you know that it's the conventional center is actually domiciled in Owerri. So this is a town where once it gets to 6, 7, 8, everyone is in a pub, and unwinding, having fun. You've got beautiful ladies. So with that aura, maybe some people didn't take it seriously that something of this nature was going to happen. But it did happen, and it left us with that, wow. Okay. It's really happening.
Yeah. But Solomon, the police has accused the banned separatist group, indigenous people of Biafra, of carrying out the attack. The group has denied its involvement. But tell us what has changed in the community since this incident.
What has changed is that a couple of parents have actually advised their wards to please make sure they don't keep late night. So gradually, the nightlife culture of the town is gradually waning. So those of them that actually feed off night crawlers no longer get as much patronage like they used to get in the past. A lot of people, a lot of wives will definitely beckon on their husbands once it's 6, 7. You see phones ringing at different spots. What are you doing? Why not come back? What is happening? Come back. Don't you, haven't you heard about what is happening in town? So many people are apprehensive that some of these guys that are on the loose might be around the society to cause mayhem or not. Now, let me give you a development story. Now, one of these guys that got out of incarceration, uh, according to reports, went back home, dropped his bags, and headed in the direction of a family in which had had a dispute with him, and that dispute landed him in prison, and went there to go threaten them. Now, according to reports from the Punch newspapers in Nigeria, he went threatening them, and by the time he started his enterprise, members of that family quickly gathered, beat him up into a pub, and burnt him alive to exterminate that threat permanently. And it happened in a village outside the town. That's like 20, 30 minutes off the main capital city of the way. So that was a pointer. And there have been some unconfirmed reports. There's something we call POS, where the banks in Nigeria are trying to force us to actually do a cashless stuff. So not many people get into the bank, and before you get into the banking hall, you spend hours. And so there are these guys that use some machines with your ATM cards, and they give you back money and they give you a charge. Now there are some reports that those guys have been under attack. A couple of them have been under attack in some remote areas in the suburb around the city of Owerri. That sometimes they finish the business and you see somebody pop up to try to collect all the money under gunpoint or just harass them, basically to try to get some money. So those are the unconfirmed. But the one we can confirm is that of the guy that was burnt alive, a prisoner who came back from prison and decided he will go and threaten the family who actually got him into prison in the first place. And he was unfortunate. By the time he was doing it, the kinsmen of these individuals were around, and in their numbers, it was even on their market day, so the market was full. You had many people around, so they quickly rushed out. Maybe someone raised the false alarm, and we say Jungle Justice was passed out on this individual.
All right, Solomon, we'll leave it here for now, but we'll stay in touch for any development on this issue, even as our immigration service tell us that they are working with their Nigerian counterparts to prevent the entry of some of these convicts who escaped prison early in April this year in Owerri in Nigeria. This is News Desk. Coming up shortly is Business Tuesday.